Meet Milo, one of the sweetest little pooches you will come across. He is curious, gentle, kind, and possibly one of the most adorable cockapoos that you will see today. I want to share something personal with you today, and also some facts about Milo here, but first I've got to show you what we do now the sun's out. Hello, lovely boy. Hello, lovely boy. We're so lucky that this weather is just glorious. It means we can open up the stable door. Look at that. Perfect. I feel like I should do something to that wall out there. If you've got any suggestions of how I can make that look a little bit more pretty, let me know, because we would like it to look fantastic for me and the dogs. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, buddy? Right. Should we give you a haircut? I think we should. All right, we will. So here we go. Let's get into it. I want to basically tell you that YouTube is where I'm going to focus my energy. I feel like I've got a really nice community of people who watch my stuff. You always engage thoughtfully and leave really nice comments. And it's just where I want to focus my time, because I feel like you value the stuff I'm putting out the most. Whereas on TikTok, I think it's a load of rubbish, to be honest. And on the others, I'm just not feeling it. I just feel like this is where I belong. But you may have wondered about the title of this video. I think I'm going to name it something like, this is the video that got me monetized. And it hasn't yet, because it's not published, because I'm doing a voiceover for it right now. But what I'm trying to say is I believe in the power of visualization and manifestation. And you might think I'm a little bit woo-woo, but I really do believe it. And I'm going to try and use it for this video to just get to that stage where I can actually monetize. I'm not too far. Actually, I say I'm not too far off. I'm quite a way off. But you just never know. And I'm really trying to channel that energy out there. So if you can channel it too, I would be forever grateful. Anyway, shall I actually talk about Milo, the gorgeous cockapoo here? Because let's be honest, that's what you're here for. So before we got into the bath, we did a hygiene trimming around his legs, his ding-dong, and his chocolate starfish, if you will. And that just meant we could then get in the bath, get everything super clean, and allow us to carry out the trim. We got him nice and dry, looking super fluffy, and then trim his nails because he wanted a little bit of a pedicure. And as you can see, I'm having a little bit of a funny faff around there. And what I had actually spotted was Milo had ripped sort of half of his nail off, and it was a little bit weird, but like he hadn't ripped the whole thing off. It was, and not causing him any pain whatsoever. It was just sort of cracked and loose. It was really weird. I've not seen it before. So I was just trying to tidy that up for him, let his owners know that he was in a bit of a state down there, but nothing really major to worry about. But that's one interesting thing. As a dog groomer, you can't diagnose anything, you can't give any medical help because we're not vets, so we do have to say, get checked by a vet for pretty much everything. Anyway, we then trimmed his body on a 5F blade. I'm pretty much doing most of my cockapoos on 5F blades at the moment because it is getting slightly warmer. It is shorter than probably I would choose to go if I had a cockapoo myself, but a lot of the owners around here just want a nice, manageable, maintainable trim, which they don't have to worry about too much at home, and they don't want to cause any knotting. And then for the legs, I trim that on an attachment comb 3 over a 30 blade. This just leaves it slightly longer and keeps it in that teddy bear trim, which most people want. Did you know that cockapoos actually dates back to the 1950s in the US, and they are thought to be some of the world's first designer dogs, which I think is pretty crazy, to be honest. They bred the Cocker Spaniel with a poodle, so you get a nice companion dog. As they aren't technically an official breed, there is no breed standard of how to trim them, and that's pretty much fair enough because they come in all shapes and sizes and they can look completely different. You'll get some that really take on the traits of the Cocker Spaniel, some the poodle. So as the groomer, the challenge is you have to trim what you can see, and what might suit one cockapoo certainly won't fit another because their coat may lay flat, it may stick up, it just does create a bit of a challenge. So that's why for Milo here, I actually trim the bridge of his nose because his coat will lie fairly flat, and whereas a lot of cockapoos, you want it to stick up and round. So that's a little bit interesting. I'd like to know what you think about the look on him, if you think he looks pretty cute, because I do, but I am definitely biased. Anyway, we are getting towards the end of this trim. I'd love to know how you think he turned out, what you think about the manifestation, and the word I'd like you to include in the comment, if you have made it this far, is manifest. That seems quite apt. Anyway, Love you all for watching. See you on the next one. See you later. Bye. You are such a good lad. Yes, you are. Okay.